Hello Libras, and welcome to your November 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to bring you guys hopefully an inspiring and motivating reading for your month ahead. I love your energy for this month, you guys. I think it's going to be one of the best months you've had in a while. Yes, we are in the shadow-oriented time of the year. We are in Scorpio season, but that's not really so bad for you this month. Honestly, I feel like this month kind of flies by for you, and maybe there are some important decisions, but again, as I've said for Libra last month, if you're really searching for decisiveness here, you're not going to find much. There is a lot of indecision for everyone, and you're a Libra, so it might be especially true for you. So I just really recommend as you're moving through this time to kind of come through with we don't have to make so many decisions. We don't have to really go crazy with making changes or decisions. It's going to happen naturally. And really don't be afraid to assert that, okay? I do feel that Libra can be maybe a little bit encroached on, so maybe people are, really entering into your life and maybe expecting you to give more than you can. That is not because they're trying to take advantage of you. I think that it is because you look very giving and you look very capable to really help other people. So yes, it might be good to really set your standard or draw your line or draw your boundary here in the month of November, but don't be afraid to withdraw too. So if you're doing something for somebody or if you're working with somebody, don't be afraid to draw that line and don't be afraid to say, okay, I'm dipping out of this, or this isn't right for me. I'm going to give the refund and I'm going to move on, or something like that. If you're a business person and you're doing a service or a contract or something, and it's definitely not right, don't be afraid to quit it, okay? To move on, to give the refund and move along. That's what I'm hearing for you guys. As I was shuffling your cards, which I did for about 10 minutes before we started the reading here, I kept hearing the word refund or the word dipping out, moving on, moving out, moving on. So yeah, you might be needing to wash your hands of something, basically. And that should be easy and decisive. It's not an indecisiveness. You just kind of do it. You let people have their moment, then you move on. Okay. But ultimately, a really, really good month for Libra. I'm going to go ahead and cut the cards for you guys to understand what's coming up for you in the month of November. Let's see. General energies for Libra in November. Okay, Libras, week number 1 in November. Really, really great month for you. I'm feeling you have Knight of Swords. This has been coming up for a lot of people. Rooted down by the Chariot. Okay, if that isn't quick-paced resolve, I don't know what is. You have resolution here. You know what you need to do. You know how you need to move forward. And you're moving really fast, okay? Quick progress, quick resolve, quick overcoming of issues. I love this for you because you don't feel stagnant to me. And that's what I was feeling with this reading. Despite there maybe being a bit of indecisiveness, there's not really stagnation here, which I really like for you guys, because I know you were feeling like you weren't really moving as quick as you wanted, and that changes as you enter November. I just want to really make that clear. It might be a really good time to find a point B. So maybe you're at point A now. It might be really good to sort of dictate where your point B is at and begin to move to that. Begin to prepare the horses to move to that. As we do have Jupiter and Sag, we have all this horse energy. So maybe some of you are going horseback riding or connecting with horses. Libra does really well during Jupiter and Sag. And this is the last full month of Jupiter and Sagittarius, you guys. So yeah, it's interesting to see how you might really reap some of the most rewards here. As you're not like a Gemini or a Sag or a Pisces or a Virgo and having such pressure with Jupiter and Sagittarius. You get it from a more harmonious, simple angle. So you might really be the rewarded one this month. So really, really nice, Libra. I love that. Speaking of rewards, if you guys like this ring, this is a 3-key jewelry ring. It's Damascus. I really love it. It always makes my throat chakra feel so good if it will focus. Come on, camera, focus. Maybe not. There we go. It always makes my throat chakra work so well as I'm articulating these readings. I will link that below. It's not sponsored, but I just really like it. So if you guys wanted to treat yourself or reward yourself, this has really been good for my throat chakra. I totally recommend it. Anyway, as I'm saying, developing that communicative ability, as the camera focuses, is really, really important. Finding your focus, finding your clarity, finding your clearness, and moving toward that. Don't let anything stop you in the first week. Don't let anything hold you back. This isn't the time where we like move slow or move safely. We full speed ahead in the first week of November. Week number 2, Queen of Wands. Love it. Rooted down by Ten of Swords. I was feeling that as I was cutting your cards and I was talking about, oh, this is going to be great, great, easy month. I'm like, watch Ten of Swords or something come up. And yeah, that's what happens when you make progress, okay? When you have that full steam ahead, undebatable progress, you also come face to face with this, because this is what prevents that. And this is what we have to work through in order to have this. So first week of November, you start to move into this. Then the second week, you get reminded of how things used to be, how popular you used to be, or how great and how fun your life was. Maybe there are like flashbacks, as we are in Mercury retrograde in Scorpio during this time. So this can give an eerie relationship to the past, flashbacks of memories that you had long forgotten. And it's the good stuff, really. Remembering the good stuff, remembering how things used to be really great, and that can really betray you and stab you in the back, because you can think, well, why isn't that the case now? You're a different person now, Libra, so it's going to be important in the second week to affirm and acknowledge, I'm a different person. And those people weren't good for me, or that experience was not good for me. I'm not going to fool myself into thinking it was. Period, paragraph. Week number 3. Two of Swords reversed, rooted down by Judgment reversed. That's okay. So we're getting into reversals. We're getting into the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius season here. And now's not the time to point the finger. Now's not the time to hide and get out of things. So we want to get out of things in the first 2 weeks, right? Anything that's not right, we want to kind of have moved away from that, because during the third week, that's not going to feel right. It's not going to feel right to be, trying to dissolve or disconnect now. That needed to happen during the brunt of Scorpio time. Sagittarius time is not about breaking away or ripping your arm away from someone who's holding it. It's about connecting this time, I feel. It's about connecting, and it's about resolving also the things that make us want to really pull away from people. So basically, you save all your connections for here. Enjoy home, enjoy hearth, enjoy love with people who you can trust, and enjoy trust. Maybe go get coffee with that person whose company you really enjoyed that one day, who you don't know very well. It might be good to really ask to go out to the movies with someone who you don't know that well. Putting a good foot first, not being guarded, not like pushing everyone away or waiting for everyone to come to you. Random acts of kindness, random acts of social kindness is actually what I'm hearing, where you might invite someone over to your house for tea, who you trust, obviously. Maybe not so great to invite random strangers over to your house or something. But yeah, it's important for Libra to be seen as a connective, willing, inviting energy during that time. Also, do not turn your back on the transformation that the second week introduced. Judgment reversed can say that we're ignoring a judgment call, we're ignoring an instinct, or we're ignoring a change. So again, I want you guys to have really worked on that here, so you're not having to face that so much here. And this can manifest more as disconnecting from the judgment of other people. Okay, week number 4, 3 of Wands, rooted down by 10 of Pentacles. I love it. I love it for you guys. You've overcome whatever the problem area that this middle part of the month might have brought up for you. New horizons that bring great wealth, whether it's financial wealth or wealth of feeling, wealth of desire, wealth of emotion. That is beautiful. That is connective for you. There's a willingness to see things from a new perspective. And some of you may know that 3 of Wands, for me, I have a way different take on 3 of Wands than most people. For me, it's not always the most positive thing. And it does tend to go hand in hand with 10 of Swords. There's very connected to me as a reader. However, for you, Libra, I do feel that 3 of Wands is operating more in the sense of new horizons, in the sense of a new dawn, and in the sense of making a new strategy. However, I will alert you to the fact that it oftentimes, for me as a reader, indicates looking towards someone whose back is turned on us, or looking towards someone who no longer has anything to offer us. So yes, obsessing over the ex who will never come back, hoping that they will. obsessing over the person who will never give us anything, giving everything to an ungiving person. These are the more difficult implications that Three of Wands can bring into our lives. So I want you to really watch out for giving all that you have to somebody whose back is turned. Okay, I want you to really instead think of turning your back to that which has turned its back onto you and looking at the new horizons, because that is where you will find wealth, family, inheritance, more money, more value, more time, more energy, all of that. Okay, and you will deny that by investing all that you have in someone who will never give back. Okay. Anyway, Libra, November as a whole for you, this is going to be a good month. Okay. There are so many things that you can channel from this month that are so unarguably great, so unarguably bright, shining, shooting star. You know, your appearance could really go up here. You could start, wearing clothes that truly fit, and that you might see that really changes your outlook on life in a lot of ways. You enjoy your job more because you're in clothes that feel good, and your productivity goes up. You get a promotion, is weird little connective things like that. Or you might start eating food that is really meant for your body, that's really healthy for you, and all of a sudden you have so much more energy, and you start working on a creative project that explodes more than you thought. There are really good gifts and blessings for you here. Just understand that once you start to move into that, you have to face the excess dead foliage in order to be light enough to transcend into that. So you got to let go of things at the same time. Something comes in, something goes out. We let go of something in order to allow something new in. Just remember that as you do that, and you'll do really great this month. Anyway, Libras, if you guys wanted to see your central theme for the month of November 2019, as well as your 2 power cards, to sort of get the central idea what everything is revolving around, as well as what archetypes you can step into to really move through this time at your best, you can jump over to my Patreon page to see that. I'll link that in the center of your screen and also in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for being here on YouTube. I would so appreciate a subscribe, as this is my birth month. I'm a Scorpio, so that would be a great birthday present for me if you could subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button. I would so appreciate that. As always, your comments give me great feedback that I can use to make these readings better and better each month. Thanks so much for being here, Libra. Join me over on Patreon for the extended, and we will talk soon. Bye.